Well, you know at the buzz we always buzzing. So I'm going to knock on somebody else door. Hope she let me in there. Oh, Nadi, is this in?
What are you doing here? I didn't invite you here.
Okay, but you're buzzing, Nadi,
No, babes, no.
See, boy. Nadi, don't move so, Nadi.
I'm sorry, please.
Goodness.
I'm not gonna fight. I'm guilty, so just make me yours tonight. I've been a bad girl, so I'll give up.
Welcome back to The Buzz. I feel so honored that my old friend finally decided to let me inside so that we can have a little chat. Welcome to The Buzz, Nadia Batson.
Thank you so
Mwah.
much.
Oh,
I
so
get
nice to
special
have you.
treatment.
Nadi, it's nice to have you on The Buzz.
Thank you.
And I know it has been a long journey from Silhouette
Yes.
to SAS.
Yes.
I know. Tell us about that journey.
Oh yeah, boy, you really know me a
Yes,
long time. Boy.
exactly.
Wow. I was in a all girl singing group called Silhouette, for those who don't know.
Right.
And we actually won Party Time in 1995. Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then after we won, a lot of soca artists started calling us to do background vocals.
Right.
At the time, it was 3 of us.
Lauren was what?
Lauren, Julie,
Right.
and myself. There was 4 on Party Time. Trisha, but she migrated.
Right. Okay.
And we started just doing background vocals for every. I always tell people I have sang background vocals on hundreds, if not thousands, of songs.
Wow.
It is not a joke. It's not a lie. I remember going to a studio. I worked out at every studio in Trinidad and Tobago. That's the next thing. And I remember going to like Kenny Phillips and like Islanders would come and they have to do their whole album in like a week.
Right,
And I
yeah.
would just be in studio and I would just like lick off like 15 songs in one night. And so I have done hundreds of songs. So when I say now I am tired of doing background vocals, because people still call and ask, oh gosh, we know that you're Nadia Batson, but do my vocals. And they don't understand it. It's not me feeling that I can find something. I am
Tired of. Right.
of doing that. Just to get back on track here with the Silhouette story, Silhouette had a hit in 2000.
Man, you think I was an Adi fan yesterday?
And then after that, Lauren decided that she didn't want to sing anymore, so I went solo. And after that, I joined Kes the band. I think it was at the end of 2005.
Right.
And I was with them up until 2010. And then I decided, you know what? My repertoire is really growing. It is time for me to have my own band. But I wanted to have a band with a difference. I didn't want it to be just any other band because we have so many good bands, so many bands in Trinidad.
Right.
So I decided, you know what? Female musicianship is like a myth. And, you know, people always say, where you getting a drummer? Where you getting a bassist? Where you getting that from? And I decided, you know what? Let me showcase that. So, had auditions. I was fortunate to get the best female musicians out of Trinidad and Tobago, hands down. And we formed SAS.
The all-female
The
band
all
of soca,
female
the
band.
first
Yes,
all-female
and
band
only,
of soca.
yes, in the entire Caribbean.
But you know the question. I know you got this question a million times, and I'm still gonna ask you again.
Sure.
How is it working with all these females? Females is back on.
Why do people keep saying that? Listen, let me dispel this misconception once and for all. Because even women buy into that. They buy into wherever it have woman, it have bacchanal. You tell me which band in Trinidad and Tobago, all male, that every year you don't see different musicians on the stage. Nobody don't ask them, what bacchanal went on there, boy? For me, the type of person that I am and the type of energy that I always try to encourage and welcome, I got women. I prayed about it. I asked God, I said, you know what? Send people who are just like me. I don't want no divas. I don't want to deal with any attitudes. And my prayers were answered, hands down.
They have no divas in the band?
No, we have no divas
None?
at all. No divas. As a matter of fact, they became such good friends off stage, outside of the band room and outside of performing. They are like best of friends. I see pictures of them on Facebook. They're on boat ride and they lining. They're studying the boss, you know. They don't say, Nads, come on, no. Obviously, like any family or any group, you would have things come up at certain times. We deal with it like adults. But that catty bickering, we don't have that at all.
Okay. But when you made that step from actually leaving somebody else's band and forming your band, which I know, being a friend, knowing that that was a lifelong dream of yours.
Right.
When you actually made that first step and you hit that stage at the launch, because I was there at the launch.
Right.
And how did that feel knowing, wait now, this
Yes,
dream
this
really
is
came
happening.
full circle for
Yeah,
me?
that night, well, you know, I'm a crier.
Yes,
so
we know.
that night, there were a lot of tears. Tears of joy and excitement. I remember when we were finished performing, I just broke down because I was just so elated. And I remember at that time, we didn't have much in terms of a band, in terms of equipment. And we were like, you know what, we go in with what we have, because where we started wasn't where, you know, maybe another band may have started. Remember, we had one little keyboard and one, and I was like, we're doing this, and I have committed women too. So, and the launch was such a success. We didn't even expect so many people to show up because the invitations we gave out, we had like double or triple the number of people that were there. And from then, we've just been growing and growing and growing. The Caribbean, by the way, loves SAS. Listen to me. And I say loves in caps because we've been, in 2013, we did Antigua, we did St. Martin, we did Grenada, we did Barbados. Listen, they love the band, love the band.
I guess because, you know, you would appreciate this all-female thing. And
And then, because we've grown so much too, because we're now 2 years old already, we just sound so much different now from when we first started. And I would think that we had a very good starting point. So, but yeah.
Who's the musical director of the band?
It's Keaton Cruikshank. He is actually someone who was a keyboardist with Kes the band when I was there.
Right.
He's no longer with Kes either. But he's a very, very good friend of mine. And when I expressed to him that I wanted to do it, he was like, Nads, you can't leave me out of this. You can't leave me out. This is an all-female band. And he said, so however I can help, I would help.
All right. So you get you get inputs from all the members of the band. Like
what he encourages them to do, he doesn't like take the reins and say do this or do that. He always encourages everybody. Let's kind of pool ideas here, and then he would say yes, no, whatever, you know. But he's a very talented guy, and so he just kind of leads them.
Okay.
You know?
And it's still yourself, Terry, Megan.
Yes, and now of course Jojo.
God, your little sister is a
Listen, oh my gosh. Listen, this child.
Let me tell you something. She said, I think you sister. I'm telling you now.
No. She can't say.
I am telling you, she was like, I just letting you all know that I am the cute sister.
No. We've had this thing going on for a long time where we will say, I'm the cuter one. No, I am the cuter one. But I'm telling her, our parents got it right once. They tried after that and they just failed. They got it right once. I say this to my brothers too, you know. They tried to do it again. They were like, oh gosh, let me try again. But it didn't happen.
But I am sure it's a really great feeling to know that your little sister could follow in your footsteps, and now she has her own hit. Shake That. I guess that's a great feeling.
It is a great feeling because she has always been somebody who, you know, she really likes singing. Joanna would follow me all over the house. Trying to sing harmonies, because that's something that comes naturally to me. I'm always singing, like
Harmonizing,
always
right.
harmonizing all the time to every single song. As a matter of fact, people around me are like, oh gosh, girl. And she kind of pick up the same thing
Same
too.
thing, right.
But that's why she's so good now, because she does background vocals for everybody. And she's kind of taking a very similar road
Like-
to the
like,
one that I
okay,
took as
okay.
well, doing the background vocals, because she did the background vocals on almost all the tracks on radio right now.
Okay.
But that's why she's so good now, you know, just to be able to hear. And yeah, she was just, so I'm really happy to see her career starting to take form and people beginning to know her as an artist.
Now, where do you see yourself from here onwards?
It's just about getting my band, SAS. We are making waves in Trinidad and in the Caribbean, and I would like us to just be, along with the other artists who are working just as hard as I am, and some even harder, to get our music out there. I know we've been saying that for so many years, and people know soca music, eh? They know it in Europe, in everywhere. And it's just a matter of just keeping, you know, pounding that door, because I do not want to have to hand anybody what we were handed. That's a whole other story, but I don't want to. I want to be able to say, you know, in like 10 years when I decide, you know what, I good here. That whoever is coming up, we have worked hard enough and we have put certain things in place that they don't have to face a lot of the challenges that we had to face when we first came into this industry. So that's about it. It's just about taking it one day at a time and making sure that my band grows and grows and grows. And it's not just about, even with SAS, it's not just about Nadia, so that even when, like I said, 10 years down the road, if I decide I don't want to do it anymore, I can
Right.
still have the brand there that somebody else can do it, or, you know, that kind of thing. But I
Alright.
kind of take one day at a time.
I just want to know one more thing.
Yes.
Tell me about, for the whole entire journey, and that journey is, as I said before, from Silhouette to SAS. Tell me what has been the ultra high point and the ultra low point for you. Let's go with the low point first.
The low point was, there was a period where I couldn't write and I couldn't perform. I wouldn't get into all of the details, but I couldn't. I couldn't write. I had writer's block. I missed the stage. I couldn't perform. And I think that was probably the lowest point. And
How long did that period last?
not very long.
Okay.
I was back on.
Eh,
But my highest, it's difficult to say what my highest point was too, because there are so many things. Even
But for me being a fan of Nadi, my personal high point was the day seeing you on stage with SAS for the very first time. That was my high point. I felt like, look at my sister. No, that was
Trying to
my
make me cry
personal.
tonight,
No.
you know.
don't
I
cry, don't cry.
realize
No,
that's
no,
what
no.
you want to do, you know.
That was my personal
No
high
tears to get.
No, I can get tears for it, but that was my personal high point. If you
Okay.
feel like that was,
It was definitely one of them.
one of them.
Because there are many. One of the things I love too is to be able to be afforded the opportunity to travel. Now I hate to fly, but I like to
I
travel.
don't like planes.
Hate is the word. I don't like it at all. But I like meeting people and I like seeing places.
Right.
And where I came from, my beginnings, I didn't even think that I would be able to go to different places and meet, you know, different people and see so many different things. And I think that's something that always excites me.
And that's a blessing too.
It is. But there are many, many, many high points. There are times when, because like I said, this thing is so real to me. This is not like some fake thing. I would be on stage and singing and hearing people sing a song that I remember when I was catching my tail to come up with a chorus. And the chorus, and I would start to get teary. I don't sing, and everybody would be like, nods. But those type of things,
Yeah.
those are the moments I live for, because that's what really hits home for me, you know. And even something as simple as going out the road and somebody say, Nadia, what I love you. I love you. Da, 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 da. Right now I'm getting a lot of attention. Women asking me, this weight loss, how you lose this weight? Yeah, so that's a whole other story altogether. But women say all the time to me that I am inspiring them.
And that must be a
Oh,
great feeling.
gosh, that is the best. That is the best, hands down. Just to know that you're inspiring people to work harder and, you know, accomplish a goal of theirs. So it's the little things that get to me. It's the little things that people may take for granted. Those are the things that I would get emotional about and consider a high point.
But before I go come and throw them out, I'm going to just ask you one more thing now. What is with you and the elephants, boy? What's going on with you and the elephants?
I do not know. I'm obsessed with elephants.
Oh,
Just
who
in
does
the-
be obsessed with
listen,
elephants?
Just in the living room here, I swear you're probably gonna get like a dozen or something.
Why?
It's
What
ridiculous.
is this with nobody have an obsession with elephants?
I do. I have jewelry with elephants, and I know too that no, I do. I really like elephants, and I have names for them too. Like
What?
this one right here. This is Gypsy. Right here, I have Mohammed up there.
What is wrong
I have Tajari there.
So that don't make sense. Nobody obsessed with elephants.
Yeah, I am quite obsessed. Like if we go somewhere and I see an elephant, even like in a painting, or I don't know what it is, I don't know what the connection is. Like I would go to some little variety store or something and see an elephant, I'd gravitate towards it. I need to have this elephant. I want this elephant.
Nadi, we love you, but you see the elephants
Yeah,
thing,
yeah,
it
yeah,
looks
yeah,
it
yeah.
looks strange.
I
It's
don't
on the
know-
strange side.
I don't know what it is.
Oh,
I don't know what
no.
it is, but I love elephants.
Well, Nadi, we want to wish you all the best for 2014
Thank
and
you.
your new ICO Martian Music, SAS,
Thank you, thank
everyone,
you.
Jojo.
Thank you.
All
Thank
the
you
best
so
from
much
the
for
buzz.
having me. Thank you.
Plenty, plenty red for me, 'cause I just deep in it. 2 hands in the air for me, 'cause I just deep in it.
Martian music.
The Buzz is sponsored by B-Mobile, Imagine Next, Toyota, Let's Go Places, First Citizens Bank, we put you first.
Start it now! We come on to start it. We ready to start it. Make me mobile to start it. Cause we make the carnival. We come on to start it. We ready to start it. Make me mobile to start it. Cause we make the carnival.
Upload your pics, tweets, and videos to our social wall. Use hashtag StartItCarnival. Blink B Mobile. Start it!
Start it now!
They are ready to go with you. Any place, anytime. On the road, they're both intellectually appealing. Off the road, they can maneuver the rugged terrain. Go with them anywhere, anytime. The Toyota Hilux and Fortuner. Let's start here. Toyota, forever.
Behind the working class struggle for financial security, there was a story. When companies rose and fell under crisis, there turned a chapter. When a bank relates the journey in captivating detail, there is an amazing book.
It's one of the best history books I've seen lately.
A riveting and excellent read. What stands out is the truthfulness of the story being told.
On Becoming First, written by Kathy Waterman and available at major bookstores nationwide.